It's Whitney back with another live video in which I'm going to share with you some products that I've been using lately and really loving. And this video, I want to get a little real with you today because some of the products I'm going to talk about today are things that have brought me happiness, things that I feel like can bring other people happiness. And one of them, that very first one I'm going to talk about today, is specifically something that can help when you're feeling really stressed out. And honestly, I have been feeling that for the past few hours today. And I've been feeling that a lot this week in particular. I've been feeling really moody and low energy, and I haven't fully been able to figure it out. I don't know why. It's incredibly frustrating. There were several days this week where I felt so exhausted and unmotivated, and I was trying so hard to shift that. I was trying to get more sleep, and I was trying to drink things like matcha green tea to give me some energy. I remember one day I made myself 3 cups of organic matcha tea and felt like it made no difference whatsoever, whereas caffeine usually does give me a little jolt of energy, from as it does for most people, but like it boosts my mood for usually a few hours. And I don't think I had any coffee this week, so usually that's a little stronger for me. But my point is, the matcha and the caffeine in the matcha didn't seem to be working, and I was trying to sleep more, and that was helping a little bit. I have been drinking so much water lately. I've really changed up my diet lately. Maybe I'm going through some sort of a detox. I don't know, because the past week or so I've cut out actually like all processed foods. I think I've been making everything by scratch, which is great. I feel awesome for the most part, but for some reason my mood has still been kind of up and down. And I just feel like that can be really hard to pinpoint. For me, it's sometimes hard for me to tell, like, is there just something going on with my hormones at that certain time of the month? Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep? Maybe I'm more stressed than I realized. And to me, it's very, very frustrating when something's going on with your body and your emotions and you can't really figure out what it is. When I get like that, I tend to get really frustrated with myself, and then I lose a lot of energy from that alone. Like, frustration, I feel like, is such a downer. And today, I have been actually really, really struggling with stress and negative emotions. And I feel like that is something that a lot of us go through, but we might not talk about very much. And sadly, the conversation doesn't seem to come up that often unless you're with really, really close friends, or there's something really tragic happening. And, we've had, I think, was it last week that, yeah, it was last week, that there were multiple suicides by celebrities, and the conversation of depression has really been up in social media and personal conversations and all of that. We've been talking about it more, and I think that's so important. It's so important to be transparent about it, because it's a really lonely feeling when you don't feel your best and you're feeling down on yourself and you feel like things aren't working. And a common thing for me is, it's like I feel like I'm always working and I work so hard, and yet why does this feeling keep coming back, And the truth is that happens to people no matter what their level of success are. You see these incredibly successful people in our society who choose to end their lives, and it's hard to wrap our minds around why that is. And the truth is that money, success, fame, those don't always equal positivity. Those don't always equal a happy life. So whenever I get down, the first thing I do is try to step away and rest and really reflect on what's going on. And if I don't know what's going on, like in this week, for example, I felt really unsure about why I've been feeling the way I've been feeling. I feel like meditation, music, and exercise are really, really healing for me, really helpful. So that tends to actually bring up my energy. A lot of times it's very hard for me to exercise. when I feel low energy, right? Like that's the last thing I want to do. But the other day, for example, I went for a long walk and then I went to yoga after that and I felt great. It was like all this energy suddenly came to me. So I'm going to try that today after I record this video. And of course, I want to share with you some other things that I tried out. So one thing on this particular topic that I've found super helpful in times where I felt really stressed out or low moods and I feel at a loss and I'm looking for like a quick fix, something that would help uplift me as quickly as possible. Sometimes I feel like there's an urgency, you know, especially during my work day. Today, for example, I just like hit that wall and I just felt like, why? I'm in such a frustrated mood, but I need to get work done. I want to get work done. I don't want this day to go to waste. I don't want to just lie in bed all day. So I've taken this during those times and I've actually found it really, really effective. This is a product from this company called Wish Garden. I think I got this in like a gift bag or something. And sadly, I'm almost out of it, which is actually depressing in and itself because I'm like, no. So I'm probably gonna have to go buy some more of this. This is called Wish Garden's Deep Stress for Adrenal Rescue. And a lot of the times that we feel, you know, depressed type of emotions or stress type of emotions, that our adrenals can be involved in that. So that's something I've been thinking a lot about this week is how can I support my adrenal system, my adrenal health. And there are certain herbs, like the things that are in this. So this has nettle leaf, it has tulsi, milky oats, and then a bunch of things I don't know how to pronounce. These are all organic and wild herbs, which is really great. Motherwort, parsley, thyme. So it says deeply nourishing nervines. Is that what that says? And I find that this just works really fast. So I think this is a good thing to have on hand. I definitely want to replenish my supply because it's just nice. All you do is squirt it into some water and then drink the water. And it says on here that you can take it every 5 minutes up to 4 times in a row until the desired effect is achieved. So I find that 2 servings of this, which I took today, did actually have a noticeable impact. And I've actually been experimenting with a lot of supplements I'll be talking about in another video. I feel like I don't usually notice the effects of supplements and herbs. So when something does affect me, I feel like super excited about it and grateful for that. So this is one of those things that just seemed to have done the job that it promised. So I thought that was worth passing along. I would love to know in the comments how you deal with times of stress or negativity, when you feel really down on yourself, when you're not feeling your best. What do you do? I'd love to know. A few other things that I want to share with you today. Oh, this is really sweet, and I love it because it has the word happy right in the title, and it definitely makes me happy. So I feel like being around visual stimulation, things that stimulate happiness within me. So looking at nature really makes me happy, like beautiful plants, or something I'm just really happy about. Crystals. I love crystals. Like I'll show you this one, for example, I got from the Goddess Provisions box in the last one. And every time I look at this, I feel a sense of joy because it's so beautiful. So I like to put visual reminders for joy around my home. And this brings me joy just looking at it. I just got this in the mail. I think it was yesterday. This is the book Simple Happy Kitchen. It's a really cool book that came together through a crowdfunding campaign. I think it was on Kickstarter. And it is the sweetest plant-based book. I'm actually doing a giveaway on this today on my Facebook. So if you want a chance to get this for free, you can come over to facebook.com/ecovegangal and enter. Hopefully you see this in time. And good luck if you decide to enter. It is a beautifully illustrated guide for your plant-based life. There's all these cute little characters. And it's just basically breaking down the plant-based diet through all of these adorable illustrations. And I feel like this could work for kids or adults. There's a lot of text in here, so it's not like super geared towards kids, I feel like, but maybe kids that are really avid readers would enjoy this, or parents want to read it with their kids, or just adults that happen to enjoy illustrations like myself would like, how cute is this? It's so adorable. And they sent like stickers and all sorts of stuff that you know, featuring these characters. I think they make plush toys as well. So check them out. You can get the book. And if you want to enter the giveaway, come on over to Facebook. I'll be doing a giveaway for that later today after I finish this video. Then, something I tried out, I got this, one of these items I'm about to show you, I got at a event that I was at last weekend. So you may have heard me talk about this event in LA called Gorgeous for Good that my friend Sophie Uliano put on. And she had this incredible gift bag. There was a bunch of wonderful things in there, including something I've been thinking about using for a while. So that something is this. This is known as a bed of nails. This is from a company called Spoonk. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. But this one's really neat because you can roll this up and take this on workouts, I guess, but it's very portable. It comes with a little carrying case, so it rolls up kind of like a yoga mat. And I actually just use this at home, so I stand on this, and it's got all these little nails in here that when you press your body up against it, it stimulates acupressure points and can release, I think, endorphins and all sorts of feel-good emotions, and also can release tension in your body. There's a lot of interesting research about this, and I've been curious about this for a while. So I like to stand on it, I'll lie on it, I'll put this on all different parts of my body. I like to put it on my bed, or I'll put it on the ground, and just kind of put my body on it where I feel like it could use some good feelings. And then that inspired me to pull something out of my closet that I received years ago and have not used. I was thinking of giving this away, but now that I have that mat, I felt like this would be a nice compliment to it. And this is a little pillow that you can put under your neck or your head to also stimulate those same acupressure points. So I feel like this is good for just like releasing some stress, as I'll lie in bed with this behind me, and then I'll lay on the mat either on my legs or on my back, or like I said, wherever you want to put it. And it is a little bit painful, but sometimes I feel like physical pain can help distract. This sounds so funny. Distract from emotional pain and get you to be more present, which I like. But also with these, you kind of work your way up to it, and you can feel better over time the more that you use these. So I'm very curious about experimenting with these more. And I'm also working on a video about pain management. So the theme of this video is a little bit about emotional pain, but I want to do a video more about physical pain and how I work through like really sore muscles, for example, and maybe other types of physical pain, and how I work through it naturally without using things like painkillers or anything unnatural that I don't really feel the need for. So stay tuned for that. Then, something that made me really happy today, brought me a lot of joy because I wasn't expecting it. I went to a special event today. It was called a gifting suite, and you go there and all these companies offer up their products so that you can try them out. And it's a really neat thing that this is the second time I've done it, and I'm very conscious about what products I try, because I really try not to try anything unnecessary. So I'm walking around this event and feeling like, okay, there's some okay things there. I turned a corner and I was suddenly filled with so much joy at what I saw, because it's something I've been wanting for a while. So this specific product is not just like a universal source of joy, but it was so cool because this is a product I've been wanting to try for so long. I almost asked my good friend for it as a Christmas gift this past year, and I thought, you know what? I feel like I'm going to get this gift some other way. And lo and behold, the universe worked its magic, and it showed up in my life today. And you might laugh at what it is, but I was so excited. My friend Jason was with me at this event today, and he said, you looked like you're, what did he say? Not like a kid on Christmas morning. That's how I felt. I was so excited. But he's like, he said, you look like a little girl who just found out that she got a brand new pony or something. I was so excited about this. And these are these little moments to savor in life when something surprises you that you're not expecting and that you really want. And that's what this is. This is an automatic milk frother. The reason I wanted this so much is because I love lattes. Lattes are one of my favorite drinks aside from kombucha. And I really like making drinks at home. So I go out to cafes every once in a while. It's kind of like a little splurge treat thing, or, you know, if I'm meeting someone, I'll go to a cafe. But it's really fun for me to just make things myself, and I felt like one tool I've really been missing for a while is an automatic milk frother, and that's what this is. So this is from Cuisinart, which is a great company. They have so many amazing products. I want to try everything they make. They have there's a really cool panini press that I want to try of theirs. They have a really nice blender. What else do they have? They were displaying all these different products. I wanted them all. But I'm trying to do things in moderation, and this is something I've been eyeing for almost a year now. So it looks like a little coffee maker, and all you do, it has this nice little big container in it, and you put any type of milk in here. So I use non-dairy milk, vegan milk, like coconut milk, rice milk. I tried those two in here today. I did a little experiment. I was so excited. I came home from the event today, and I immediately took this out of the box and wanted to try it out. I made a few lattes. And what's also neat about this is it's got two buttons on it. It's super simple, by the way. You take it out of the box, you wash it out, you put in this little device in there. That's not what it is. It's like an attachment, right? So this is separate. There's two. I forget what the other one is for. I don't know. There's another attachment for some other purpose. Maybe it's just for stirring things, but this is this one with the little, I don't even know what that's called. That's meant for the frothing. So you put that in there and you plug it in, and then you press one of these two buttons on the front. So there's a button here at the top. This will not only froth your milk, but it will also heat it up. So if you take milk cold right out from the refrigerator and put it in here, press this top button, it'll froth it up and warm it up to the perfect temperature. So cool. And then this bottom one will froth up cold milk. So that's it. You just pour it in here and press a button, and it automatically does that. So far, the two milks I tried with this, I was actually surprised at which one worked well and which didn't. So I tried a coconut milk from So Delicious. It was an unsweetened, I think it doesn't have a lot of oil in it. A lot of plant-based milks add oil for fat content to make it richer. And this one doesn't have much, so it doesn't froth very well. And that one didn't froth at all. Maybe a tiny bit. It got that little foaminess to it. The milk that did work really well is this organic rice milk I think I got from Trader Joe's. And I thought that was more watery, less fatty than the coconut milk, but it turned out it actually worked really well. But the milks that I'm super excited to try in here are oat milks, because those tend to get really thick and bubbly and foamy and have that perfect latte experience. So this brings me a lot of joy, and I was really excited to tell you about it. So one thing I've been thinking about doing for a little while now is a video about how to make really good lattes at home. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know in a comment, because I'm always looking to do things that you would be interested in as well. And speaking of feedback, let me take a quick peek at the live comments coming through just to acknowledge you. And Anil said, first time on your channel, I just transferred to vegetarian and then might try vegan. Any recommendations? This whole channel is full of recommendations. So there's at least 700-800 videos on this channel. I know it's a lot. You can go through the playlists on this channel and check them out. They have anything from product reviews like I'm doing now, restaurant reviews. I've done videos about healthy weight loss and fitness. I've done videos on almost any topic. You might like the Q&A series I did in 2014, because I did Q&As with all sorts of vegan experts answering a lot of common questions. So those videos you might find the most useful. And Anil said, you've had an accident, you've been pretty stressed. Well, I hope that you have a few tips from this video and you're re-inspired to try some different things. I think like diet and exercise are really the best way for us to reduce stress, and sleep. Diet, exercise, and sleep, like those are the top three things. And so usually I try those things first, and then I'll try other things like supplements, right? But sometimes we're in periods of our lives where maybe our sleep's off for a little while and it's hard for us to get back on track. So supplements and other types of remedies, like I'm actually going to do a sleep video coming up to share a sleep routine I've been using lately. Meditation can be really helpful. So if you're low on sleep, like I feel like little breaks, little naps, or 5 minutes of meditation can really help to clear out some stress in the body. And Francie says depression shouldn't be a taboo subject. I absolutely agree. And Anil says, I use EDM to relax and play video games to release my stress. I actually really like playing video games too to release some stress, but I have to kind of give myself a certain amount of time. Otherwise, it's really easy to get sucked in and addicted to video games. So sometimes I'll go through phases where I'll play little games on my phone, and other times I'll use my Nintendo. I have a Nintendo Switch. But mainly I use that with friends. I feel like that's a fun, like, social game. And Green Dragon says, stress sucks. We should always find healthy ways to reduce stress. Yes. Francie says, I've had the same experience. Exercising adds to my energy rather than depletes it. It is true. I think the hardest part about exercising is actually getting yourself up and out and doing it, right? So whether it's a walk, a run, going to the gym, going to a class like yoga or Pilates or whatever it is, for me, the hardest part is just doing it. So it's going to take some willpower for me today. I've scheduled a yoga class in like an hour or so, and I'm just gonna go and just like enjoy it, you know. And then Tenzin, I just want to say hello, and Aurelion's here too. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so back to the products. Next up, I have actually two more things to share with you today. So if you're just joining live, you can always watch the recording, the beginning of this video. This recording will be up for you to watch at any point, and I go live usually on Fridays. I may not go live next Friday due to some travel, but we'll see what happens there. Just stay tuned. So the next company, I don't have actual packaging for them, but this is another company that was at that event that I went to today, and I thought it was really wonderful. This is a company called Frill. I'm going to hold up the coupons that they gave me. So Frill makes really nice plant-based frozen desserts. And here's a little description. They are fully vegan, gluten-free, no added sugars or sweeteners, which is awesome, crafted with whole fruit and vegetables, no GMO ingredients, and they're nut milk free. They use some soy milk, I think, but maybe no like almond milk, cashew, or coconut, which are very common ingredients. And they, like I said, that since they're using the whole fruits and vegetables, they kind of taste like a smoothie, and they churn them like an ice cream to be more of that smooth, creamy feeling. They have 3 flavors now, a green flavor, which is like a green smoothie, a chocolate, and a berry, and they're working on, I think, a salted caramel. And I linked to their website, so you can go check them out. They're widely available in Southern California and various parts of the West Coast. I think I saw that they're on the East Coast as well. And they're a newish company, so if they're not in your area, keep an eye out for them. And if you live outside of the U.S., you can look for other brands that are similar to this. There are so many non-dairy desserts out there, and frozen desserts. And then if you really feel like you can't find a store to go to, it's so easy to make a lot of these things. This, you might not be able to nail the exact consistency and flavor of a brand like this, but you could absolutely just make a delicious smoothie at home. And if you want, you could even freeze part of it. Bananas, for example, make delicious ice cream alternatives. A lot of people call it nice cream. All you do is put a banana in a blender, or you can even put it in a juicer, and it can create like a soft serve like consistency that's really, really delicious and satisfying. You could play around with adding different ingredients. Nuts taste really good. Seeds taste good in nice cream. So I really just encourage you to experiment and also try different products to find one that you like. And also keep your eyes open for dessert shops that have vegan options. Like in Los Angeles, of course, it's pretty easy for us, but I'm seeing new things pop up all the time. And if you pay attention to the news, there are huge restaurants that are now adding vegan options. In fact, IKEA, which is a furniture company, IKEA has a restaurant attached to it. They have vegan options there. They've had savory options. I think they have a vegan hot dog, I want to say. I could be wrong about that, but they definitely are introducing a vegan soft serve at IKEA. So just keep your eyes peeled, because vegan plant-based options are popping up all around the world. It's getting easier by the day, and if you don't have options by you, just make some at home. Maybe you could, get a cool tool like my frother here and make yourself lattes, or get yourself a blender or a juicer so that you can make great smoothies and various desserts. And speaking of desserts, the last thing I want to mention is that one of my favorite dessert shops in LA is having a special thing going on this week. I'm going to pull up an image because I forget exactly what they called it, but I want to give them a shout out. They are one of my favorite places to go. They own I don't want to say a chain, but they own 2 vegan Japanese restaurants that are outstanding. It's my favorite restaurant in Los Angeles and one of my favorite restaurants of all time. That's called Shojin. And about a year or 2 ago, they opened up a dessert shop called Pomegranate. And I actually have an image for them. Let me move that up this way. So, okay, maybe is it their first year anniversary? Or maybe it's their second. Time flies. It must be their second year or third. Actually, I have no idea, but they are doing some sort of anniversary party. Maybe it's their 3rd year anniversary, and they're doing a 3-course dessert tasting now through June 30th. It's only $10 a person, which I think is a really good price. You get to try 3 of their fabulous desserts, and I am not sure if I'm going to be able to make it there or not. I leave to go on a trip a week from today, so my schedule's a bit jam-packed, but if you're in LA, I love to pass on opportunities like that so that you can go experience all of the amazing things that LA has to offer. And if you live outside of Los Angeles and you haven't visited, this is a place to come. There's so much to do here for vegans, and then there's just so many great tourist things to do, and the weather's beautiful. Like, it's a really great city. I love living here, and I've lived here for longer than I can remember off the top of my head. I'm originally from the East Coast, so every once in a while people will ask me, do you think that you'll always live in LA? And my answer is, I'm not sure. But I really can't see when I would move or why I would move, because LA is a really great place to be. So that's my little plug for Los Angeles. And let me just check and see if there are any other comments. Not at the moment, so I just want to thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. As I mentioned, I do these live videos usually every Friday, and I don't think that I definitely won't be doing one at this time next Friday because I'll be on the plane, but maybe I'll find another day next week. If not, then just stay tuned because I'll be back with another video as soon as possible. Now, before I go, let me remind you that all of the links to every product I mentioned are in the description field, so if you're interested in them, like this one, for example, which is really nice for your adrenals and reducing stress. That's all linked to down below. Some of the links are my affiliate links, meaning that I may receive a small commission if you purchase something based on my recommendation. And that's a nice way to support me. It's at no additional cost to you. And for stuff like this, I probably get like 30 cents or something. So it's not much, but every penny helps with supporting the work that I do. And lastly, because I love finding opportunities to give back to you, I am doing a giveaway of this wonderful book, Simple Happy Kitchen. I'm going to go over to Facebook Live right now and do a giveaway there. So if you want the chance to win this, come over to facebook.com/ecovegangal, join the live video, and find out what the giveaway is going to entail. I actually don't even know. I haven't really thought about it that much. But I'm doing a giveaway regardless, so come on over. Best of luck if you enter, and I will see you very soon with another live video sharing with you wonderful products and experiences that I've been trying out. Thanks again. Lots of love to you. Until next time, I'm wishing you all the very best with your eco-vegan journey. Bye.